Here's the thing. Contrary to what everyone may believe, I really still look at Jay as my brother. And I know Jay. And I was like, all these years, just even amongst my crew, we would be like, he ain't gonna never say nothing until he's broke. So he hasn't said anything for 20 years. And I'm like, damn, I hope he's not broke. Because he said something. It was whack. It was like a joke. But it was an old joke. He used my lyrics. So I started to be like, he's not like I would prefer the version of Jay that would have said something more clever. And that's not the version of Jay that I would have ever signed. And I felt bad because I was like, it must be embarrassing for him to now have to be on that stage, not the same version of himself.
Yo, what's going on, y'all? So, I feel like, okay, Jay-Z is 57, I believe. I don't see a problem with getting on stage in your 50s, 60s, or whatever, 60s, and just putting on for your fans. Jay-Z has a large following. I feel like even at his age now, he can put an album out and it's gonna do numbers. If Jay-Z was to release an album at his age, and I believe that he is coming out with an album, it's gonna do good numbers. But at the same time, Dane made a good point, because there are still artists out there that are in their 50s, 60s, and they have to perform. I don't know if you guys remember, Angie Stone, she was I believe she was 62 when she died in a car accident. But before that, she was saying how she was trying to go get the money that was owed to her. You would think that he was, well, they say he's a billionaire supposedly, so like, I don't know, but I feel like, my honest opinion, I don't think he's a billionaire. Like, I don't think Kanye is a billionaire, like, because they just don't move like billionaires. But that's a different story for another day. Let's get back to it.
And still have to work at that age, because he has to. So that was the brother in me, like, damn, I know that, because I know him, that when we were younger, when he was this age, he hated talking to people and doing he was retiring since Reasonable Doubt. For him to have to come outside 20 years later, I just felt kind of like embarrassed for him a little bit, because we all know him. And then the funny thing to me, I couldn't even hear the lyrics because the hairstyle was crazy.
When I seen him freestyling, I was like, my man looking like Eazy-E. Then I thought, like, he got the Busy Bone Crossroad blowout joint.
And I was like, why would they let him come outside like that? Like, I'm gonna, because to me it's like, that shit is funny, and there should be jokes for that hairstyle. And if like everyone around him that loves him didn't laugh and be like, yo, what are you doing? And I'm like, why would he do that? Like, we want to see, and I'm gonna tell, because I still care about JJ. When you do Yankee Stadium, I need you to get a Caesar. I need you to put the Yankee hat on and do the thing to the side. That's what we want to see. We want to see chuckers. We want to see some jewelry. We don't want to see this version of you. I know I don't. That version of The Rock was painful and hard to look at. Pause. So, almost like we don't have direct conversation, but I do feel like if I'm not around, he's not relevant. I feel like that's the reason why they have to bring my name up all the time. I thought that rap was it was bad. It was terrible. Even the way he projects, because again, I'm critiquing him from where he was and where he is. And then I'm like, damn, like, like, why are you trying to make people look like at the outline of you and not directly at you? Why do they keep putting you in these funny hairstyles? And we're like, who is it? What version of this would have sold in 19, if Jay would have came out in that stupid ass hairstyle with them dull clothes with nothing shiny in 90, in 2096 when we were coming out, would that have been the one that you would have been a fan of? And then he's getting at Drake. And I don't think Drake can beat Kendrick, but I know Drake can beat Jay. I know that for a fact. And then I was like, damn, this nigga ain't say nothing about 50. 50 been, where's 50? I wanted to, I guess he don't want no smoke with 50, but 50 been kind of quiet lately too, for some reason. And then I'm like, the businessman in me was like, oh shit, I got a TV show coming out that I licensed to BET. And I pivoted toward real estate and I have all these good things going on. This is the alley-oop. It really isn't too much I got to say. I mean, I'm hearing everyone else's opinions. I don't have to say nothing. I feel like he has to deal with that backlash just for being that whack on the Roots stage. It's like, was he trying to look like the drummer from the Roots? Was that, what was the, I don't understand. And I don't know how he gets out of going from a dread to an afro in a day without patches and nothing. Like, was it to hide horns? So to me, that's what it looks like when you owe the devil money. They make you dress funny. They take all your jewelry away. And then they make you do what they say. I watched what happened to Kev Hart the other day. It was sad. So I went from being like a little aggravated with them to now feeling sorry because I'm actually watching what happens after 25 years after you sell your soul. You're in hell. You can't tell me when you were 30 that you wanted to be 60 with this stupid ass hairstyle, beefing with niggas that you know are gonna get at you all day long. Like, what I gotta do? Like, I don't want to see Rockefeller look like that. It's still a reflection of me. I love Freeway. He's on my album. I can guarantee. Here, how about this? Because I want to be nice if he's in a bad place. If he is allegedly, I don't know. Show me something, Jay. You're supposed to be a billionaire. I never seen a billionaire have a job. I don't give a fuck about that Super Bowl. He's an employee. A billionaire doesn't take a job. I tried to buy the Raiders with Ray Lewis. If these niggas would have asked me to take a job, I would have felt very offended. I would have felt like they were asking me to produce Soul Plane. I would have been like, yo, man, get the fuck out of here. I just tried to buy a team and you telling me to do the entertainment? That's just not me. That's not my perspective of boss, is when a white man gives me a big job, because that means that white man can fire me. But what I know about business is it doesn't matter how much money you make. It's how much bills you have at the end of the month. So if you make $1 billion a month and you and your bills are 1 billion, 10 million, you're 10 million in the hole every month. You live well, but you got to work really hard. And I know too much. And it's funny because I know they got double agents all over. They play like that. To me, bitch ass niggas unite. What I didn't like is that he paused. I thought it was disrespectful to call me a nut ass nigga. Like, even though that's what they say in Philly, pause. Don't play with me like that, Jay. Don't do the nut thing. That's nasty. We don't do that. Keep it jokes. Just keep it jokes. But if we want to battle, anytime Jay wants to battle on the stage, I will personally destroy him. Anytime he wants to do a fashion line, I'll destroy him. Pause. Anytime he wants to make a movie, I will destroy him. Any television show or docuseries or book, I will destroy him. Pause. Like, it's not even close. Kanye just did 80,000 and they built a stadium for him, I think. Now that's rhythm. Getting on the Roots with a stupid afro and doing a freestyle, a battle freestyle, after you just said that battle rap's not good for rap, is just dumb. And I'm just wondering who's telling him or who's because someone has to be giving him orders, but those are the wrong ones. It just looks like they're trying to cook him. You know what I mean? I just didn't get the hair. It was hard to get past it. Like I if they didn't like, cause see, when Jay had, I'm gonna tell you a story real quick, and then we'll move on from Jay. One day I flew in for the Grammys with like Big Face Gary, Street, Best Out Cats. I think Tata was with us, Biggs. And I walked in and I ran into D Mac and his other man, he's dark skinned, I forgot his name. And what happened was I had like 5 people with me and they were like, dang, we could get you in, you know, but we can't get your peoples in. So I was like, all right, let me in and I'll pause. I'll find somebody, I'll work it out. So I run into D Mac and he's like, yo, you better get out of here. Haitian Jack just is in here. So I'm like, so? I ain't got no problems with Haitian Jack. He's like, nah, you know, yesterday he told Jay to suck his dick, pause. And Jay didn't tell me about it. And I was like, what are you talking about? Like, what do you mean? I would have heard about that. Nah, you better get out of here. So now I can't leave. I don't want to tell everybody. So I tell Biggs. And, you know, I run into Haitian Jack. We talk about it. And I'm like, he's like, Jay was disrespectful, this, that, and the third. And I'm like, but you told him to suck, you told him to suck it. Pause. And he had some peoples with him. But again, we had somewhat of a mutual respect. And Praz was there because he told me about the story later because he was there. I think Tracy Waples was there too. Praz told me that. So I walked around and I couldn't believe it. So I went back and I was like, yo, what happened? Like what? He was with some people and I was with some people, but I didn't tell my people because I didn't want them too tense. But I saw him tell the guys like not to do nothing because I guess we worked it out, but I had to know what happened. So either way, the next day we see him and he got these stupid ass dress shirts on with cufflinks and jeans. And I'm like, he did that yesterday, but he does it another day. And I'm aggravated about the Haitian Jack shit because I just walked into that. I felt like he should have told me. And you could ask my homeboys, we around the table and I sent a text to everybody like, y'all gonna let this wear this stupid shirt? And I sent the text, or rather I told my homeboys, the Best Out, and I texted Jay like, yo, you better stop wearing that shirt or we teasing. And he said, Mama ain't raised no fool, took the shirt off, and we didn't have to deal with that dress shirt. But a year later, he brought back that stupid ass dress shirt, and that damn near put Rockwear out of business. The point of that story was, when he's doing dumb shit, he's always dressed terrible. And that look that I saw, everything was terrible. No one wants to dress like that. No one wants to look like a broccoli face with a mixed with a goat or a goofy. No one wants to do that. Jay was aspirational. People wanted to be like him. So Jay, at Yankee Stadium, I'm giving you an order. Cut that hair off. I want you to get a Caesar. I want you to wear the baseball hat to the side, some Timbs, but we want to see the old Jay. We don't want to see this version of you, bro. You know? We don't want to see Heart Attack Jay. The one that looks like they're going to fall out because they can't catch their breath. And that wig is too heavy. We don't want that, Jay. Let's preserve this legacy. And I'm not coming out there with you either. Don't call me. So don't think Damon's going to do a surprise. I'm not. I'm not getting on that dusty stage. Next question.
So when he said the line about your teeth tumbling out, you didn't feel the type of way.
I got my teeth. That's an old joke. That was corny. He said something that I was expecting something clever. Like they didn't tumble out, but if they did, that was 2 years ago. That's so 2 years ago. 50. Why would I be mad at that? I'm like, this thing actually, I was just more like so shocked that he's broke, allegedly, just based on that motion. Like, I don't see, like, if he has a loan, how he's bankable because of all the accusations. So it looks like he got to work because he's working. Let me ask you a question. If he hasn't said anything in 20 years, why you think he's starting now? Why after 20 years and you 60, do you want to come back outside? And you got, look, even Charlemagne was defending this nigga today. He's so allegedly gay about it. He doesn't even hide it. Pause. They're so gay for each other. Or he's so gay for this nigga. Pause. Like, he wouldn't even admit that rap was terrible. That did you like? Was that a Jay-Z rap? Was that ROC? We running this rap shit. That even put me on no Summer Jam screen. Pause. You can't do shit like that and come back with your teeth fell out a year ago with stupid hair. Like, would you ever think that Cam would have big teeth?
Yeah. Make a whole life lit, man.